Hello and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. I'm going to explain several reasons why Bitcoin and alts and crypto might actually buy you a private island in 2021, depending on how much you have, obviously. I personally like this island. It's for you can have it for I can have it for a measly $160 million. Nothing for me when the bull run actually comes. Hopefully, anyways. So there's several reasons to be that we haven't seen to actually be very positive about cryptocurrency. One is Jay Clayton's finally stepping down. We know this. We don't really know who's going to be next, but we know at least one person on the commission, Hester Pierce, is very pro crypto, and she has dissented several times, saying that we should have allowed a crypto ETF through. Now, Bitcoin's gone through several maturations. A lot of big institutional investors now actually have Bitcoin. Even some gold bugs are saying next year is going to be big for Bitcoin and Ethereum. That crypto ETF could be that catalyst to actually send us to 100,000 above. And if Bitcoin goes to 100,000, all those other cryptos we've invested in, like VET, ADA, XRP, and even like especially the smaller coins like Kin, Player, a lot of those other coins that you invested in might go up 100 or 1,000 times, making you quite eligible to be a private island owner. Now, I don't know which type of private island you prefer. Some people prefer the cold water islands. I'm more of the tropical ones. The ones off the Florida Keys and the ones off Southeast Asia, maybe some of the ones around Fiji and the Pacific, if you have access, seem like really, really good islands. Excellent fishing, excellent weather. But the ETF is going to come through, and people have been down on the ETF for a long time, but that actually basically points to a lot of institutional investment. Grayscale and all those other institutions have brought so much Bitcoin up that any extra demand for Bitcoin is going to push price up. I think we're so near 20,000 right now. Some people think that's the maximum. Some people are talking about a double or triple top. I don't really think that at all. If you actually look at 20 end of 2016, which is where we are right now, except for the previous cycle, we got stuck around 1,000 for a little while, and then we broke through it, and then the rest of 2017 was going from 1,000 to 6,000. Now, and then at the end of 2017, we went from 6,000 to 20,000. So if we follow that pattern, we should go from 20,000 to 120,000, and then at the end, we should very, very quickly triple up to over 300,000. Now, I don't think that's going to happen because I think each cycle is going to be less than the last one. So realistically, I think we can go from like 20,000 to maybe 35,000 or so, and then have the bull run from 35,000, maybe up to 100,000. And that's me being pretty optimistic, maybe like 120,000. If Bitcoin breaks 100,000, I will be, that's very, very optimistic projection. And then altcoins will go several times what they were at last time's max, which means VeChain can get to $1, XRP can get to maybe $10. ADA can get to $5, $10. Now I know Crypto Crow's been doing this ADA $15 thing. If Bitcoin rises above 100,000, that's actually possible by the end of next year. I still put ADA more around like the $7-$10 range if that happens, but $15 is definitely possible. There is more utility this time, but unfortunately for any of the coins, the utility doesn't really match the price. It's still going to be very, very speculative. But in combination with all the investors, the ETF, and other countries actually coming in. We just heard a report that Russia is seeing a crypto exodus. Now, Russia's not going to want to lose out, so they're going to have to do better regulations in crypto. China, I think, eventually will have to bow as well. They're trying to control their own cryptocurrency via their CBDC. But, if they see the rest of the world go towards cryptocurrency, the guys up top know they can't really just ban it, and there's going to be corruption among the ranks as well, and the officials are going to want to invest in Bitcoin as well. So are a lot of the businessmen who have connections. So all those countries will eventually filter into cryptocurrency. Now they're going into Bitcoin first, but that's fine because Bitcoin's going to pull up the rest of the cryptos. And then on mainstream media, once people actually see that legit funds are actually investing in Bitcoin, investing in Ethereum, those really greedy people, and you can see DeFi as an example. If they're willing to take a risk with DeFi, there are people willing to take risks with anything. So the thing is, the really greedy people, they will actually come in, and then they're going to look for bigger ROIs than Bitcoin, which means they will filter into altcoins. Now, some of the really crazy people will go in on the bat crazy DeFi stuff, but some of the more reasonable people, they will look at like some of the bigger altcoins and then like some of the stuff in the top 50. They'll look at partnerships, and that's where a lot of these cryptos that we've been looking at will actually really rise. So like the ETF, more countries getting in, governments becoming more friendly, especially in Europe and other places, and those friendly countries are going to pressure the unfriendly countries into being more friendly because of competition. We've already seen this year with how like certain U.S. agencies are telling the government we need to get in on this digital stuff because they know they do not want to fall behind. So with all this pressure on Bitcoin, I think that we'll get to more and more buying pressure, and that buying pressure will eventually push Bitcoin through the top, perhaps above 100,000, and then the rest of our cryptos will go way up. And I don't think the regulations are going to be that disfavorable to any crypto, at least not to the ones that aren't just complete scams. And as for integration, you're seeing VeChain getting a lot of adoption. You're seeing Cardano um, you're seeing Cardano sign the MOUs. You're seeing like just random coins essentially, or ICX getting the Korean adoption and everything. You're seeing a lot of coins actually get use cases now, like solid use cases where they're actually using the coin. So I think there's going to be more oomph in it. There's going to be more institutional investment. We'll have a higher bottom, but at the top, we will be able to buy islands like this one. So hope you enjoy your private island next year. I think I'm going to be targeting one of these tropical ones, maybe one slightly less expensive, but I do want a pretty good size one where I can harbor a boat and do some nice fishing. So that is the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you and have a nice day.